Hello, good evening, dear students. In today's class, the class of period fourth semester, and we are dealing with optional paper, theoretical foundations of curriculum, and this is topic uh, of unit one, that is curriculum, nature, and scope. In today's class, we will discuss about the nature of curriculum and scope of curriculum. Curriculum is that which makes a difference between maturity and immaturity, and between growth and status, between illiteracy and literacy, between intellectual, moral, social sophistication, and simplicity. Curriculum is very important and integral part of any education system, and it is accumulated heritage of man's knowledge filtered through the prism of contemporary demands and pressure. Curriculum is that wisdom that considered relevant to any age in any given location. It is that we choose from our vast amount of heritage of wisdom to make a difference in life of a man. So curriculum is an integral part of any educational system. So it is very necessary to know about the nature of curriculum before um developing a concept of education and its importance. The instructional program, as indicated by course offering to meet the various requirements of a vast heterogeneous population, curriculum is important. The courses of study embody the outline of knowledge to be taught, all experiences provided under the guidance of a school, all included curriculum. Close examination of them reveals the difficulty in deciding the basic nature of curriculum. There are so many questions come in mind while discussing the nature of curriculum. Is it though it is though of as program and pattern of offering? Is it a content of course? Is it thought to be experiences through which knowledge is communicated? So it is very difficult to understand the nature of curriculum. There are some issues related to curriculum. So these issues may be related to the scope of curriculum and other things to be undertaken. Scope. When we are talking about the scope of curriculum, we should know the few points. That is, first is goals. The benchmark or expectation for teaching and learning, often made explicit in the form of a scope and sequence of skills to be addressed. Methods, the specific instructional methods for the teacher, often described in a teacher's edition. Materials, the media and tool that are used for teaching and learning. And assessment. Assessment, the reasons for and methods of measuring students' progress. Basically, when we are talking about a curriculum, the one type of curriculum, that is explicit curriculum, subjects that will be taught and identified mission of the school and knowledge and skill that school expects successful student to acquire, is known as explicit curriculum. Implicit curriculum includes lessons that arise from the culture of the school and behaviors, attitude, and expectation that categorize that culture. Null curriculum, topics or perspective that are specifically excluded from the curriculum. Extra curriculum includes school-sponsored programs that are intended to supplement academic aspect of the school experiences. So, curriculum is, as we know, is integral part of any educational system. According to T.P. Nunn, the curriculum should be viewed as various forms of activities that are grand expressions of human spirit and are of greatest and most permanent significance to the wide world. So, as we discussed in our earlier classes, that curriculum is basically a runway on which one can achieve its goal. So, in this class, we have discussed about the nature and the scope of curriculum. Now in next class, we will discuss about the determinants of curriculum, and we will discuss the major determinants of curriculum like individual needs, cultural needs, social needs, and value system. And we will discuss them in detail one by one. Thank you so much for today's lecture. We will meet tomorrow, same time. Thank you.